Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of No Box Checking, where we don't just check boxes, we make an impact. Good to see you all. I'm your host, Fonz, and I got Mr. Mindset here,
What's up,
Curtis,
everybody? How y'all
and we
doing?
also got the solution, right? Moose.
What's going on?
He just I just gave him that little title a little while ago,
The
so
solution.
the solution. Wherever that came from. It could be So, all right. So, look, we're gonna dive back into here our true episode of a topic and something to really talk about in this no box checking podcast, which is super important to us and super important to you. Um, so before I go into this, I gotta get something off my chest.
Uh-oh.
So, y'all, look, we started the podcast, we started doing our little research and stuff like that, and I think I'm ready. You know, I got 3 HP computers at the house. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said a name, right? I got 3 computers at the house. So me being a cheap ass, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there, being a cheap
Yep.
ass, thinking that I'm gonna use one of these computers to get this podcast going. Curtis goes by a new computer and, Moose over there, he has top of the line shit and
Probably got
got it
10.
yeah, got everything going and so I had to give both of them the middle finger a few days ago because they were like, "Hey man, send us a text or a picture
Well,
whenever you get
we
your new
just needed
computer."
a little motivation, get you a little motivated on getting that computer phone, because man, we needed to release this to the people.
Yeah, he kept
So
coming online and then he'd go away. I mean, man.
hey,
Uh,
look, okay, look, Imma just be real. I'm 2 feet in. 2 feet in. I went and got
10
this new
toes.
computer.
10 toes in it.
It's it. We 10 toes down. We in. New computer, new mic, new headphones. Look at my lighting if you can see me.
Yeah.
Look at this
He
black
bought a new
brother
light.
glow.
I thought you put that new moisturizing lotion on.
I
But
actually
Yeah.
did. This is a little olive oil and
cocoa butter.
some vitamin E.
Oh,
And some magnesium butter. What y'all know about that magnesium butter?
yeah.
Well, Curtis, what it really is the shine comes from that camel milk, my brother.
Oh,
Camel
Really,
okay.
milk.
that's that stuff I ship to your house.
That's a whole nother episode, y'all. That is a whole nother episode about the camel milk. Whole nother episode. So look, y'all, let's dive into it, okay? That's what you come here for. You come here for some knowledge and how to get greater. So we have something that we've been hearing, we've been seeing, we've been witnessing that we have to talk about. Other people have talked about it, but they talked about it briefly, just posed a question and really got no results out of it, no answers, no solutions. But Curtis, me and you was talking about this. It's time to talk about it.
Yeah.
For a long time in auto sales, in all facets, all jobs in the United States of America, it was human versus human. Curtis, if you work harder than me, you probably can beat me. If you were smarter than me, you probably could beat me. You
Yeah.
probably could take my job.
Yep.
But if I stepped to the plate and I did everything I'm supposed to do, Moose, you know, it's hard for you to take my job.
Yeah.
And that's what we're fighting. You're fighting that every day on a job. You want to know how people get promoted and how you don't get promoted? Human versus human, right? But now there's a whole new element. There's a whole new thing that popped in place, and it's something called AI. So now you're not only competing with AI, but you're also competing with the human that you've been competing with.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about this. We got to
Yeah.
talk about this. So I was scrolling across the internet. Can't remember how I saw it, whatever. But Business Today was talking about a study that, not a study, but like some information that Microsoft put out there. And underneath Microsoft is something called OpenAI. Hopefully, you're all familiar with that. Chat GPT and all that stuff falls underneath the OpenAI umbrella. Um, so they put out the 40 jobs most likely to be impacted by AI. The number one was interpreters and translators. Well, really, I don't have much to do with us. Moose might need a little bit of translation from his Arabic to English, but or English
I
to
got that on
Arabic.
lock already, brother. We
You
good.
got it on lock. So that really don't pertain to us. But as I was looking over this list, number 4 on the list, number 4, sales representatives.
Mm,
And then I was like, "Okay, it's time to pay attention. It's
yep,
time to pay attention." Number 4 on the list, sales representatives. Now, some people may say, "Man, you ain't gotta worry about that." These people are spending billions and billions of dollars.
and
A lot
time.
of them, yeah, and time. And a lot of them are not even they don't even have a profit yet, and their stocks are soaring.
Yep.
Mm,
So, you don't think they're working day and night right now trying to figure out how they could take the human element out of it and increase and become billions and billions, maybe even a trillionaire one day based off this platform or that they're building with AI? So this is super important, sales representatives. So I go a little bit further down the list, and there was writers and authors. And number 6, customer service representatives.
mm,
Is that still us?
yep.
Yes.
That's still us, a salesperson. That's
Oh,
still
yeah.
us, a sales manager. That's still us, the dealer. That's still us, the GM. All right. Go down the list. Number 7, number 8. Number 8 was telephone operators. Mm, we already see this happening big time.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a phone, the AI is doing what the salesperson is supposed to be doing on the phone. Wow. I never thought I'd see this day, y'all. Never.
Yep.
But
You
Fonz, we've been talking about it for a long time, people trying to get people on the phones.
Yep. But it was just no big deal, right?
I mean, you
It was
say that, Fonz. I mean, NADA. You look at all these deals, all these companies, all these software. What are they promoting right now? What are they trying to get in these dealers' pockets?
and well, look, we went to NATA 2026, and it was AI everywhere. AI, 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 AI. Companies that had nothing to do with AI had AI on their
It was just a
display.
buzzword just to I mean, that's what is drawing people's attention right now when people are spending money on anything to do with that buzzword of AI for efficiency.
Correct, correct. And again, even those companies, even your dealer right now is spending money on AI.
Mhm.
Some way, somehow, somewhere, he's spending money on AI. He or she spending money on AI. So number 8 is telephone operators. Get a little bit further down the list. Number 13 was telemarketers, and then number 14 was concierge. Some people may say that has nothing to do with us in car sales. I beg to differ.
Oh, yeah.
I beg the difference.
We're in the customer service business.
We're in the
Yeah.
customer service business, and we're supposed to give them that special treatment, right? And,
Sure.
I look at everything, a lot of stuff around us, and it seems like customer service is going to trash. And us in the car business, man, we held on a whole different scorecard where we do one mistake, one thing not right, then it's on all the social media pages. They hate us. Never go back to that dealership. No, don't go see the salesperson. But you can have a waiter or waitress at a restaurant that's just terrible.
Yep.
Nobody says nothing about 'em, so I think we held at a higher standard. So this
Expectations are higher for us. That's right, you nailed that, man.
it is
Expectations.
higher for us. So, big deal. So I want to dive into it, y'all. I want to dissect this thing. I know you all want to get into it also. Is human versus AI, the human in sales versus AI. So, Curtis, I'm going to ask you, when you start hearing the word AI and start seeing AI, how does it make you feel?
Well, initially, it kinda made me feel, nervous and anxious, really, because, it's kind of the unknown. AI has really been around since, like, the '70s. Obviously, it was pretty clunky back then, but, just how people are using it now and then just, anytime something, like, really, uh, gets going, I mean, and it has a lot of momentum right now. My initial feelings are like a little bit of anxiety because you never know where they're gonna go, and they've been talking about since I've been in the car business for 16 years, they've been talking about trying to figure out a way for a computer to do our job since I started.
Correct.
And, I feel like if ever they're closer to doing that, I think they are with AI because of the information that it has, and the reins that they've given it. There's not a lot that I see that they're doing to corral it, so to speak, to put, like guardrails on it. So it's kind of running free right now. Now they have some guardrails on it, but man, it's getting a lot of information for sure. And so I would say I feel a lot of, in the beginning, I felt a lot of anxiety.
So, how do you feel now?
I feel a lot more comfortable because, I know a little bit more about it, but I feel, I guess I feel confident because I don't think that AI can replace me. And I think that I'm not going to get too far ahead in the episode, but um, I, I feel confident because of what I do and what I bring every day and what we can bring to customers. I think that we should have confidence that we can keep AI as a tool and not a replacement.
Yeah,
Yep.
get out the way, AI. You can't do nothing with Mr. Mindset, AI. What about you, Moose? How does AI make you feel?
So, being a little techie as I am, I mean, I think I embrace
I
the
had a joke.
technology,
I had a
but,
joke coming with that one.
but like anything, I mean, anything new, any type of technology, you keep it at arm's length, trying to figure out what is this, and I mean, like Curtis said, they've been telling us since the day that we got into business that they're trying to find a way to get us out the business.
Mhm.
AI's well, I look at AI as a tool. It's a resource. You dig in there and it's an aid rather than a replacement.
Sure.
Again, it's hopping in there and using it to your advantage rather than sitting back and saying, "Man, I'm scared of AI." So,
Yeah.
embracing the new technology.
So did you feel a little scared, a little edgy, or are you just like, whatever?
Look, y'all know me, man. I don't look it I not
There's no
really
fear
because
with Moose.
like Curtis said, we specialize in people, right? We in the people business. We're in the business of creating experiences. And no transaction, no bot, no computer can replace the connection, the one-on-one, right? The truly caring about the person sitting in front of you. Y'all, that's what customers want.
Right.
That's what we gotta give them.
Yeah.
Customers want the experience. We talked about this in the last episode. Man, I can buy a car right now. Amazon, Carvana, all these different platforms, but why do customers choose to walk into a dealership? Because they want a personal experience. And if we give a good one, then man, we're set.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I'll just be real with you. It scared the heck out of me. Everything that I said initially, I was like, "Ah, nah, AI can't do that." And then I saw these AI tools do some things, and I'm like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
this is scary. This is scary." And like Curtis said, there are some guardrails, but who's spending the money to expand and move the guardrails, right? So it had me a little scared, a little nervous because I'm super hyper focused on my industry. I study this thing and I want to be the best at it and I want to help other people in it. So I always study it all the time and seeing this AI seep into our business is scary to me. Now, uh, like Curtis said, I'm Fonz. I'm Fonz. Come on, AI, let's go.
Yep.
Let's go.
Give me the
You know,
ball.
so
And look,
so
Fonz, I can understand, the initial anxiety because we've all seen our robot, right? I don't want to be Will Smith with the little robots coming after me, right? So,
Yeah, yeah, I don't want the robot coming after me. So, yeah, so
hey, that's why
Curtis,
you got listen now you got to talk nice to the AI
Yeah.
hey baby,
because one day,
Habibi.
now look, right now look, y'all, all right, we know the machine ain't gonna replace us, but one day,
Yeah.
if it does, if you're nice to it, tip a little nugget.
That's a tip. That's a pro tip.
That's a
Pro
pro
tip.
tip, y'all. Be nice to your AI.
Be nice to your
We
AI.
might need a section in our podcast, pro
Yeah.
tip.
Pro tip. Now, look, I will tell you, if you could find me, somebody out there can find me an AI that can fold clothes.
Yeah.
Send me the link. Send me the link. I'm probably gonna buy that doggone AI
That's where
robot
they get you,
that
Fonz.
that can
That's where
fold
they get
clothes.
you.
Yeah, that's how
They
they get
suck
you,
you
huh?
in, and then next
Yeah.
thing you know, you're working for it.
Man, I hate folding clothes, man. I hate it. I hate it. So, I think that's a part of marriage is they put in there, fold clothes, see if you can test your marriage.
Ain't that the truth?
So, um, so where did you first Moose, where did you first, see AI, like, in the community or online or whatever, when you first started seeing it? Because AI been around, right? But
Yeah,
this new AI,
yeah.
this, what do they call this AI? Where it's pretty much like it's thinking on its own. I forgot it's a word for it, but it's gathering the data and thinking on its own. So we used to use AI where it was prompts, right? We told it what
Yeah.
to say, and then the AI would spit it out. But now it kind of is thinking on its own. It's gathering the information and coming up with its own stuff. So, where'd you first see AI?
Man, I'd say, a couple years ago, or if it's been that long, when ChatGPT started, people started saying stuff about it. You got the little people uploading little memes all over the place with them looking like characters and stuff, right? I think that's the first time I really, was thought about hopping on there and signing up for it and testing this thing out and seeing what it does is whenever I started hearing the buzz of ChatGPT running around dealerships and just hearing it around town.
And you said you started using it.
Yeah, I'd just started messing around with it and throwing in some prompts and seeing what the machine did. Seeing from personally, professionally, just trying to see what information I threw in versus what it was going to give me. So just really messing around with the bots.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. What about you, Curtis?
So, I kinda like Moose. I didn't really mess with it much, but, I saw it, and then I'm not gonna name the fast food restaurant, but I went in there about a year ago, went through a
Uh huh.
drive-through, and they had an AI system that was taking your order, and it was, as you can imagine, it was kinda clunky, and I would try to stump it on purpose, which, I don't know what that says about me, but, anyway, I would try to stump it and see, what I could get to say or do, but anyway, I went back there probably, like, 3 months ago, and they're not using it any longer, at least that location isn't, but that was, like, the first time I saw it more than just like a meme or whatever. I mean, obviously ChatGPT's been out for a little while, but it was interesting to me that they were trying to take over a fast food location almost.
You was trying to get some beans on your burrito,
Yeah.
and it
I
wouldn't
said
do it.
I said I wasn't gonna say a place, Fonz.
Hey, I just said it, you trying to get some beans on your burrito. Look, so that's where I saw it also or heard it, whatever. I was gonna drive through, and I will say my experience with that AI at that drive through was actually pretty decent because that restaurant, I loved their food. However, the lady or the guy that was taking the orders, it was just bad. And I rolled up and AI took my order, whatever. And the first time it worked well for me. Second time I went, this thing botched up my order the whole time. And then the same
Mhm.
thing. It's no longer there. It's no longer
But
at that restaurant.
Fonz, I'm just gonna jump in real quick here. You know, that same place is kinda goes back to what he's saying, it's like every time you would order before that, it was short answers, mumbling, you know, I mean, half the time they don't get your order right or act like they even care if you order.
So
So,
so they gave AI the opportunity, you're saying?
yeah.
That's and that's what I was actually, to be honest with you, I was glad. I was like, "Wow, I like this AI." Gee, y'all make the food and let the AI take the order because it was much better than the experience I had before. But again, like I said, the second time it was clunky, and then the time I went recently, not long ago, and it's no longer there. I think they going back to cooking it up, uh, you know, figuring it out, and then they're gonna put it back out there.
Yeah.
It's not going away.
No.
It's not going away because you think about it, when these companies spend this type of money on something, they're not just gonna set their money on fire, right? They're gonna find ways to get this thing going and bring it back and implement it. So, the other thing, ChatGPT, you know, um, you know, y'all I don't know what happened. I used to be able to spell really well, and then predictive text came along,
Yeah,
and predictive text just destroyed me being able to spell stuff. So is predictive text AI? Is that kinda like an
well,
AI?
Nah, nah.
Whatever it is, bro, okay. Alright, but it really messed me up, and then emails and all that, English wasn't my best subject, okay? Math was my thing.
right.
English was not, we know it, Moose probably was math or science, it wasn't English either. So
Hey, I specialized in Arabic. That's what I did my best.
Arabic. Yeah. So, but I challenged myself, since that time, which is a few years now,
Sure.
to utilize an AI tool every day. So I
Mhm.
use AI tool every day. One of them that's out there, there's several out there now, but I try to use an AI tool. Hey, look, let's just be transparent. This system that we're doing the podcast through, the AI in it, it helps us deliver a quality product.
Sure.
So there's AI kind of everywhere we turn. So again, I'm not afraid of it anymore. Let's go. I'm fine. Um, so y'all, can AI do the job?
No.
No.
You think
You
so?
see, Fonz, and I said a no
Now, oh, wait
loudly.
a minute, wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me go back. Can AI replace the salesperson? Can AI replace the sales manager? Can AI replace the F&I manager?
Well,
No.
yeah, I'm gonna say no. So, look,
Okay.
if you look at it as if it's let's be clear though, all right? There's a difference between a salesperson that's just there to do it for a job and a salesperson that's there for a career, and somebody that wants to make a difference. Same thing with
Yeah.
the sales managers. I mean, we
Yeah.
see it all the time. We talked about this last episode. I mean, between the 3 of us, we go in over 100 dealerships, and we see sales managers sometimes sales managers are just there to check a box,
Yep.
right? They do the basic
They're
basics.
producers of
They're
pencils.
they're managers versus being leaders and
Yeah.
having an impact. So if you're asking me if somebody can go and be a manager, yeah, they can. If you ask me if AI can go in and be a leader, no, I don't agree with that.
So,
So, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay.
it's the second time you told me to wait a minute.
Wait,
Imma
I
say
know,
wait
I
a
know, I
minute.
know, I know, I know. I'm speaking English right now. What AI can't do in a management role, Curtis.
Well, he can't he can't motivate people. He can't help them on a personal level or he can give them the personal interactions that they need from each other. Look, we as people, we have to have those interactions. He can't help them give great customer service and make the customers feel good. Customers remember very little of what you say, but they remember 100% how they feel.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. So an AI can't do that as a sales manager, and it can't replace a salesperson, right? What about the F&I manager?
Come on, Moose. He keeps asking me. He
Now
says he
go
tells you to
ahead.
wait.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
I mean,
Curtis.
look, I'm just playing the other
Go ahead,
side, the
Curtis.
dark side. You know.
Go ahead, Moose.
What'd he say? He was talking to you. He told me to be quiet, so I was quiet, bro.
He said
All right, Moose, you
I
said
told
no.
him
You
no.
said no, no, no. You said no
Yeah.
3 times. Why do you feel that way?
Well, I feel and I'll tell you, I was gonna say no with an asterisk, and the asterisk is we control that, right? We control whether the AI can take over our jobs or not. Because what we talked about earlier, the reasons that consumers go to dealerships, the reason that consumers want to interact, have that personal connection, y'all, they want it. Now, the problem is, in the current state of our industry, the answer might be a yes. Some do better than others, but at the average dealership,
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, don't just you dropping bars right now.
let me tell you
You say
now,
the current state of our industry. So what do
current
you
state of our industry. Because the problem is Fonz, you ask Curtis why AI can't be a manager, can't be this, because it can't lead. Y'all, these people need to be, we have salespeople and we are leaders. They need somebody to set the pace. They need somebody to go out there and outgrind them, somebody to outwork them, somebody to show them, somebody to say, hey, go work the leads. Y'all, how about I bring you in my office and I show you how to work some leads? Y'all, that's why. If
Preach.
we lead our people and we create these mini little badasses on the sales floor, y'all, that create deep, meaningful connections with their customers and they care, put money aside, put gross aside. If you truly put the customer and their needs first, guess what? They're going to be the biggest vouchers. They're going to go to service. They're not just going to buy one car, they're going to buy two. They're going to send you all their friends and all their family. But the problem is, in the current state of our industry, what are we doing? We sitting back and saying, man, we can't find any good salespeople, Fonz.
mm,
Mm.
yep.
Curtis, I can't find any good salespeople, man. And it's too hard to develop the ones like y'all. Come on.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta show people too. Like, salespeople have to be shown.
yeah.
I mean, sales managers, they don't get a lot of training. I feel like finance managers probably get the most.
They're promoted as a from salesperson to sales manager, basically studying under the manager that got fired.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
their example. How
Yeah,
about
that's
your
the
one here?
example. If they're lucky, they got promoted under somebody that else that got promoted,
But
if they're lucky.
and y'all, but look, the reason no box checking, the reason you have the 3 of us guys on here is to change the current state of our industry. Y'all, this AI revolution, we got some time. Y'all agree? Right?
Yeah, yeah, we
We
got
got
time.
some
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But if we start today, we start this week, and we put plans together and we lead our people, processes and accountability, and create true culture at dealerships driven through customer experience. Fonz, it's a no. It's a never.
So,
Whew.
all right, look, I put it out there. Okay, y'all probably think I'm saying yes, they can replace salespeople and sales managers and all that. It's a no for me also. All right, y'all can gasp. All right. I was thinking I was gonna say yes. No, no, I believe it can't, but with an asterisk, Moose, because I have this quote that I created a long time ago, and the quote is, "Someone can do your job better than you can. Don't give them the opportunity."
Yep.
Imma repeat that one more time. Someone can do your job better than you can. Don't give them the opportunity. So
Mm.
now, my quote was about humans. I can add the AI in there. AI probably can do the job better than you can, but don't give them the opportunity.
Yep.
The
Mm.
reason why these companies and all these people in the industry are looking for AI is because of the lacking and the slacking in the industry, right?
True.
So we talked a little bit about sales managers. What about these freaking salespeople?
Truth.
What
So,
about the salespeople that are not showing up on time at work?
yep.
The stock market. Some of us show up after the stock market didn't open up at work. The world is already moving and you just getting to work. You coming to work with no plan at all, right? And then you didn't do anything to get your mind fresh and ready
Oof.
to maximize the day, and then you go and you throw your cigarette out to go catch that customer.
Yep.
Or you open up your computer and you look at all the boxes that you gotta check saying that you made these calls today. Don't
And
give them the opportunity.
and Fonz, dude, there are new every day there are new salespeople that enter our industry. There's salespeople that have been in a year, 2 years. And Fonz, what I see is the problem is these new guys come into our industry with the right intentions, right? to say, man, I'm going to do this the right way. But the problem is, you may have a floor full of people that say, man, this is not the way we do it at this dealership. This ain't the way we do it at this dealership.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't do it this way at this dealership. But y'all, keep doing it. Be the person that creates the difference and watch the rest follow.
So, Curtis, AI can't sell my family and friends.
Yeah.
AI will never sell my family and friends. The people I socialize with and that are my true friends and people that I used to work with, the people I gather with at the church, the people I gather with in the community, the people I gather with on the board that I am on and stuff like that, the people I gather with, they're not looking for an AI or a robot to sell them a car. They want me to sell them a car because they know I'm truly going to take care of them after the sale. Now, I got a whole nother we could do a whole nother podcast about taking care of customer after the sale.
Sure.
Because a lot of people think it's just, oh, I'll just take care of you after the sale, you know? And what does that mean? What does that mean? You gonna take my phone call when I need to schedule an all change? What does that mean, Mr. Salesperson? What does that mean, Mrs. Salesperson? What are you truly gonna do for the customer after the sale? How are you gonna make that difference? How are you going to be different than AI or any other human out there? Because that's what you're in competition with.
Mhm.
How you gonna do it? You can't give them the opportunity. So, Curtis, I mentioned mindset. How important is that?
Oh, it's I think it's I mean, y'all know me that y'all call me Mr. Mindset. I think it's everything. It's funny that you had that quote, because something that I train all the time is that you should do your job like somebody's trying to take it. And if you had that sticky note on your computer every day and you put a name to it, hey, Moose is trying to take my job right now. Man, how motivated would you be when you got to work? You wouldn't get there late. You wouldn't come in there, maybe an hour before, get up an hour before you need to work if you got a 20-minute drive or whatever. It's so important too that before you get to work that you do something that gets you focused. I like to work out, and that's just what gets me going. But some people are more artistic, or they like music or whatever. But it's so important for before you get to work, get ready for the day and have a you said have a plan. I mean, that's just so important. But if you came to work every day ready to go, and your mindset was, hey, somebody, and you got to put a name to it so it's real. This person's trying to take my job. You never have to worry about AI.
Yep.
Never have to worry about it. So, you talked about a plan, right? What's a plan without a goal,
Yeah.
right? They must have a goal and have that plan to get to that goal, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
You know, you need to go in knowing what you're trying to accomplish and how you're gonna accomplish it.
That's the truth.
You can't just show up thinking that I'm gonna sell a car today. You can't just show up thinking that I'm gonna take the BDC manager a little lunch and see and she'll give me a few people to talk to. I mean, you can't do that. You're gonna get exposed,
Yeah.
right? So in order to get the things that we want, take the trips, great in retirement, better our families, better ourselves, have health care, take care of ourselves and our family, which is our base. Curtis will talk about that on a whole nother level. We're gonna talk about that in another podcast, that base, right? You gotta show up. And when we talk about the mindset, I think it's half the battle, right? Having the right mindset. No matter what goes on at home, outside that dealership, once you hit that dealership ground, none of that matters.
Yeah.
It's game on.
Yeah.
Somebody took the controllers, put the controller in your back and said, "It's game on. It's time to go."
Yeah.
Right? You can't let nothing affect you. I got a whole nother quote on that on, when you let something affect your money, you can't let it affect your money. So for me, it's a huge no. AI cannot replace a salesperson, can't replace a sales manager, can't replace the F&I manager because my people, the people I talk to, the people that are truly listening to this podcast and really want to be greater, they're not gonna give AI the opportunity. They're not gonna give them the opportunity. If you give somebody the opportunity, you slip up. You give them the opportunity to come in and take your place. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm willing to fight till this thing's burned down to the ground. We gonna fight AI, and that's a part of this freaking podcast. We are fighting. We are fighting to make a change. We are fighting. We see all the headwinds. We see the stuff coming our way. We're gonna do everything we can to make the salespeople greater than what they are today, what they were yesterday. So where tomorrow they even better. That's the goal. That's the goal. So, Moose, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, you see, when we started this thing off, we told them that we're not gonna talk about theories, we're gonna tell them how to do it, right? So to, you know, finish this thing off, Fonz, you brought up a great point, and I had some experience in the CRM world, and y'all, when we talk about the battle us against AI, get in there. Your plan starts in there. Dig in. Pick up the phone, follow up with leads, y'all. It's as simple as that. Truly try to create an experience. Think about it like this. Y'all, the average customer, when they're shopping you guys, how many websites are they shopping you guys against? What y'all think, two? Is it one? Are you the only one getting a lead?
No.
So
No.
think about it
It's
like that,
everybody and their
y'all.
mama.
So, but everybody has the canned little automated responses. Y'all get on it quick, pick up the phone, try to engage the customer. And that could be the biggest difference. But you gotta start. You gotta start doing something different than what you've been doing, and that's how you're gonna beat AI.
That's how you beat it. Yeah, I like it. You know, what you think, Curtis? You look a little deep.
I I mean, I really like what Moo said. You gotta start somewhere. You know, it's easy to listen to motivational videos or even listen to us talk about it, get pumped up, and I'm sure if you're listening, you can tell we're really passionate people about this. But you kinda have to make that deal with yourself that you're gonna do something about it. If you're, average or even above average or wherever you're at, if you're gonna go to the next level, you have to challenge yourself, um, to do that. And, I'm gonna go back to mindset. That it's a mindset thing. You make a choice that you're gonna get better. And I like what Moose said about getting in the CRM and just kind of like connecting with your customers. And look, there's so many ways for us to do it now. They got all these apps you can send videos of yourself talking to
Yep.
customers. And I mean, it just what a connection when they can look at you talking to them about something versus you sending a text message. And it just shows some more effort as well. But do everything you can to connect with customers and build that rapport with them and you'll be successful.
Dude, that's
so, l-
90% of the battle. Man, that's
so,
Yeah.
90% of it.
right, right. Pro tip. I think it was Moose and I, or Curtis. One of us we was all talking one day, and I think one of you said that when you get a lead, somebody's calling about a vehicle. Why don't you send them a video of yourself and the
Yeah.
car?
Yep. We took yeah.
Like a video of the inside of the car. Utilize these AI glasses, whatever. So that's the thing, right? Why don't we take AI? We don't want to throw AI out the window.
Use technology.
Let's use the technology with us and become the
Yep.
greater version of ourselves,
Yep.
right? So you can use the glasses, put the glasses on. You can show the customer the interior of the vehicle. You can show them the exterior of the vehicle, and then you can give them a little brief synopsis about yourself. That's a pro tip right there.
Yep.
Fonz, imagine this. You inquire to 5 websites on a Ford F-150, alright? 3 out of the 4, you get a canned email. "Thank you, I'm whatever," right? A little something. We all
Yeah.
get 'em pop-ups all over, all up in your email. But that 4th one, it might have taken 10 minutes longer to get to you because you gotta put a little effort into it. But it's a video of sitting in the car saying, "Fonz, I'm sitting in the car you inquired about. Man, look, I'm moose and running through this, y'all." But like I said earlier, do something different. Start doing that tomorrow. What Fonz just told you. Start doing that tomorrow, y'all, and you'll start selling more cars instantly.
You'll sell more cars. You know, build a relationship. Build a relationship with these people, and you'll sell cars. That's one thing that AI can't do. AI can't look you in the eye, and you can tell if somebody's telling you the truth or not just by looking at them in the eye and giving you a nice, firm handshake. AI
Yeah,
can't do that. You can. You can. You can go out there, you can make a difference in your community every day. You need to look at yourself not as a salesperson, but somebody who is a pillar in your community, helping your community get reliable vehicles and reliable transportation so they can take their kids to school. They can go to the doctor, they can get to work, they can go to college. That's what you're doing. Look at
yeah,
yourself different. I know a lot of salespeople are scared to say that they're a salesperson. Why? Why? Are you buying into all the negative stuff that people say? But even with that negative stuff that people say, what's the SAR or what is the car SAR? How many cars is sold a year in the United States?
A lot of them.
Still being sold with all the negativity. So I'm
yeah.
proud to say I'm a salesperson. I'm gonna be a salesperson till the day I die. One of the things I hate is when people say I don't like selling stuff. What? Man, when you're in an interview, you gotta sell yourself. You better
Yeah.
learn how to sell. All right. So put me up against AI any day, every day. If you got an AI tool and you want to hit our email at noboxchecking@gmail.com right now, and you want that AI tool to try to see if it can stump us or whatever, we're ready. We are ready any and every time to that challenge because AI is not going to beat us. You better believe that. No box checking is birthed for a reason, and that's what it's about. No box checking, we're here to make an impact. So
Let's go.
my closing is it's a big no. It's a huge no. AI is not going to replace us. And hopefully you're on the team with us. You're on the team with us saying we're not going to let it happen. So it's not somebody can do a job better than us and we give them the opportunity. It's everything out there. Anything out there that think they could do the job better than us, we will not allow them that opportunity. Because we're gonna work on ourselves. We're gonna be a greater version of ourselves every day. So we thank you. We thank you for tuning in to No Box Checking. We got a whole lot more stuff to talk about, but we need to get this AI stuff out the way, right? Get your game face on, screw your head on right, lock in, take the tools that we're talking about and go implement and make a change. Make a friend, make a deal is what one guy told me a long
Let's
time ago.
go. Let's go.
So, hey, look, y'all, thank you for tuning in to No Box Checking. You can check us out hopefully you tune in to our next episode. You definitely don't want to miss it. I promise you. And check us out on all social medias at No Box Checking. Like us only if you want to be greater. We'll see you on the next one.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No box checking, let's go. Yeah, yeah. No box checking, let's go. No roadmap left unfinished, we see it through. Clear direction in everything we do. Nothing done halfway, we all in full. Built on discipline, that's the rule. We support every role up front, align sales desk, F&I, one team, one mind. No ego, no silos, just progress and trust. Strong process first, results follow us. No box checking. No box checking. Real work, real direction, real connection. Game plan clear, customer always first. Great sales process from start to the purchase. No fakeness, the motto authentic and true. That's how you win, long term too. Fonz, Curtis, Moose. No box checking.